it's an honor to, be a part of something this big.
To see something I created in it would be really, really cool.
Oh, sneakers, this is what I am, this is what I live.
I mean, it's full customization at this point.
Let's do all it.
If you vote for me, I appreciate you guys.
Would be definitely here.
I hope I can win it.
Yo, I'm Brian, and I'm the substitute KMC. Our first lesson plan, neighborhood events. This weekend, get your squad together and head to Rush 3v3. Win 4 games in a row.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The city of Charlotte, North Carolina is the setting for our broadcast tonight. And isn't the view magnificent? Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. DA, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, if you'll allow a DC kid to be a little parochial right now, while there are some basketball hotbeds throughout the world, Prince George's County in the heart of Maryland is among the finest. A litany of NBA players have come from PG, including Kevin Durant, Victor Oladipo, Markelle Fultz, Michael Beasley, and Quinn Cook. KD said, "It's just in the water. This is what we do." Guys?
Great stuff as always, DA. Thanks. A moment here now to see the numbers for Kyrie Irving.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
So the Nets starting 5. Durant is out there with Brown. Then there's Favors. Then there's Irving. And it's Harden in at the 2 spot. And for Charlotte, they've got fresh. Miles Bridges is out there with Hayward. Then it's Ball. And it's Richards in at the 5 down low. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another?
Got it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
No good from Durant. And it's the Hornets ball. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And stolen by Favors. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. There's the pass to KD. It's deflected, but they get it back. And that one is off. Here's Fresh. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Harden with it. Bridges covering. And Fresh picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And he needs to get himself under control here. That's 2 fouls in less than 60 seconds.
Passes it to Favors. Over in the corner, Brown.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Here's Richards. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
And this is why you get the ball into his hands. Let him establish the pace and rhythm of the game.
Now, here is Harden. He's coming off a 22-point game against Boston.
And his court vision was extraordinary, too. Let's not forget that. He was flawless passing the ball.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber.
Here is Favors. After the basket by Charlotte, here's Irving. Kept alive. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Well, that's the size of Derek Favors, allowing him to snag these boards. This guy, you've got to keep him off the offensive glass.
Here's Ball, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Brooklyn called for the foul. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point look. Efficiency. Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And that one's good. Fresh.
Impressive. 5 straight makes. Love the play calling here.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, and Fresh picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Ouch. 3 fouls for him already. And now if you're the coach, you got to think about sitting him down.
Now, here is Harden. Defense right on him. Stolen by Fresh.
Terrific anticipation by him, and that's why he's out on the court.
And stolen by Favors. On the wing, Irving. Now here's Harden. He's covered by Fresh. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Malik Monk, he's checked in for Charlotte.
And the way Harden plays the game, incredible. So much energy and really as creative as they come. This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And here's Harden after Gordon Hayward hitting the 3. Master. Column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
How about the great body control by Kyrie Irving, one of the best small men in the league at converting through contact.
Monk for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Harden dishes to Irving. Count that one. Irving's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Well, what a move from Kyrie to keep the defenders guessing as he moves in for the score.
Here's Ball. And Irving pulls it down.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher. Well, you cannot let Kevin Durant have that much room to take off. This guy is tremendous as an alley-oop finisher.
Basket counts.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here is Irving. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Boston. KD's shot is off.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Pass to Hayward. It's stolen by Brown. High post shot. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Durant's got his 2nd basket of the game. 1:30 left in the first quarter. Monk, the pass to Bridges. And the rejection by Favors.
Derek Favors using that long frame to send that back twice on the pipes, Kevin.
Comes up empty down low. Charlotte leading by 4. Monk kicks to Ball. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Hayward finds Ball. From outside, off the mark. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets, getting their first look of the season at this Hornets team.
And this is a team they battled in the conference finals last season, coming up short. And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Brooklyn with the ball. After the basket by Charlotte, Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. Nets trail by 6. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Brown, good.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Ball dishes to Hayward. Shoots over Brown. Now the pass to Richards. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
Brooklyn ball. Next substitution. Spencer Dinwiddie.
Irving passes to Brown.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Brooklyn shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And Brown drops them both. Ball from long range. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Hornets lead by 2. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this.
He blocked the hell out of it. Yeah. Low Key Cave, subscribe to the channel. Keyshawn 9's YouTube page. We on NBA2K21.
Naturally a ball-dominant player, James Harden talked to us about others setting him up a little bit more.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. Of course, playing off the ball is something that I'm comfortable doing.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. What stands out to you guys from the Hornets in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. We've got Joe Ingles, who's out there with Durant, and it's Claxton in at the 5. Now, here's Monk. He's covered closely. Hayward outside. Fires the 3. Cans it from downtown. Hayward's got 8 points.
Well, Gordon Hayward unafraid to be aggressive with his three-point shot. This guy has a ton of confidence in that jumper.
And part of yet another great Kentucky recruiting class, Monk declared along with De'Aaron Fox, Bam Adebayo, 2 other 5 stars. I mean, talk about an NBA factory. That school is always competitive.
Passes to KD. Will it go? Count it. Good. Durant's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
So unpredictable, so versatile. When
Cheating with that new rule.
and I'm dealing with it.
And Monk made second-team All-American in his only year with the Wildcats, looking unstoppable on many occasions.
I mean, he just overwhelmed college opponents with his athleticism. But you get to the NBA, you find out how many great athletes are in this league. That's when you have to retool aspects of your game, which is what Monk is in the process of doing.
Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. And you played with the great one in Patrick Ewing. So you have
I think 2 guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the 2 guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. And he's got his first chance at the line here. Going to the line. Nick Richards. And the free throw, no good. Nets trail by 12. Dinwiddie wide open. Nails the open triple off the fast break. Dinwiddie's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And it's Ball penetrating. That one misses. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. And that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. And the shot is good.
Woo-hoo! Kyrie Irving doing work with the pass. That's pretty.
Ball against Irving. Ball with the bucket. Ball's got 7.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside Irving. Pass to Durant. Good on the bucket. He's got 8.
Look at Kevin Durant, all 6'9", but what a handle. Gosh, that move was pretty.
Ball kicks to Hayward. Back to Ball. The basket good off the assist from Hayward.
A moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And one of the more underrated elements of his game. This is a guy that's always in control. Love seeing him finish even with the contact.
That one goes. Count it.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Ball dishes to Monk. The 3 gets the three-pointer to fall. Monk's got the lead up to 13 now for Charlotte.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today?
Hammering it in.
Well, Kevin Durant with a little crafty creativity. KD at the rim.
Pass to Richards. Pass to Richards. In the corner, it's Bridges. 5 on the clock. Buries the long-range jumper. Hayward's got 14.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Ball against Irving. Passes it to Durant. And KD throws it down.
Do opposing defenses just start shaking their head when Kevin Durant starts cooking because he can heat up in a hurry?
Ball with the bucket.
Well, this second quarter has proven to be a turnaround. This guy looking much more comfortable all of a sudden.
And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. It's a 14-point game, and the shot goes in. Ingles has got his first points of the game.
I'll tell you, you have to have some measure of composure close to the bucket. Mr. Ingles doing work.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And with the chance, let's take a look now at the numbers for Dinwiddie. He's averaging 20 points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. You know, you look at the numbers and you think that this is great, but we know that he's capable of even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
And he bangs it home with one hand.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. 26 seconds left in the first half of the game. Nets trail by 13. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. 12 points for him.
Well, sometimes it's about shot selection, and Kyrie Irving finds the weakness in the defense consistently.
Outside, Ball. Here's Fresh. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 7th assist here tonight. And we've reached halftime in this one. Hornets on top. They lead by 14. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center.
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Gordon Hayward has been all over the floor tonight. He had 14 points, and for a team that's never made the conference final, Shaq, it's no wonder the Hornets have also never had a regular season MVP.
Kemba Walker, Larry Johnson, Alonzo Mourning, Dale Curry, great former Hornets who never. Kendall Gill,
Glenn Rice.
But lately, the talent cupboard has been bare.
The low attendance numbers reflect the lack of stars on the roster, but I think MJ and the rest of that team and that organization will get it done.
And
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Really an incredible game from Gordon Hayward.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
They've got Miles Bridges. Fresh is out there with ball, and it's Hayward, and it's Richards in at the 5. So that's who James Borrego starts the second half with. Nets trail by 14. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Harden. Irving's got the first bucket of the third here for the Nets. Fresh with the ball. He's picked up by KD.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Bridges with the steal. Here's Fresh. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Fresh has got 4 this quarter.
You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
Pass to Durant. And it's blocked.
And the not to be messed with.
Good work there as it goes. And that's now 17 points for Fresh.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Here's Irving. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
How quickly Kyrie squares up so quickly after a dribble, even on pull-ups. That is difficult to guard.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. It's going to be on James Harden. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. And it's good for 2.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Harden finds Irving. Back to Harden. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 6 assists now in the game.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Here's Fresh. Rebound.
Finally.
And no good that time. Excellent D there from Ball. Takes a 3. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And Fresh picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Brooklyn making some changes. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Durant, and David Nwaba is subbed in for Bruce Brown. And it's Nwaba missing. Hornets leading by 19 points. Here's Fresh. 22 points for him. Back to Hayward. 3-pointer, and it's the Hornets another 3.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient. Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Richards passes to Fresh. 6 to shoot. Pass to Richards. Now here's Fresh. No good with the triple.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
To react.
The finish and transition, nice and easy. Boy, the consistency he's had tonight has been impressive. Really steady from the field.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Right side Favors to the middle. And Irving with the basket on the assist from Favors. Irving's got 8 points in the quarter.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
Ball from long range. Buries it from 3-point range. Ball's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Hornets. For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Irving kicks to Harden. Over Fresh. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Harden's got 14. Now here's Fresh, guarded by Harden. Fresh, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on James Harden. The Hornets have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts. The Nets making a switch here. Dinwiddie's checked in. .107 left to play here in the third, and the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. Dinwiddie with it. He's got 5. The pass to Harden. Can't hit that one.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Bridges passes the ball. Here's Fresh. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Shot clock at 6. Goes back up. He takes it up and lays it in. Fresh has got 28.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Drops in the layup for 2. Harden's got 9 points in the quarter.
And it is easy to get spoiled watching Harden. He's had so many games like this in his career, but you still got to appreciate what he does.
It's deflected. And so it's Charlotte riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be right back after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. They've got Favors, and it's Nwaba in at the small forward position. Here's Fresh.
Oh, that's unbelievable.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Here's Dinwiddie, and it's blocked. Now here's Fresh. He's tightly guarded. Now here's Dinwiddie. And the league taking steps to discourage teams, Greg, from tossing away seasons in search of high draft picks. Has enough been done, you think, in that regard?
We'll see. I tell you, the idea of a play-in
that's
tournament
a tough one, isn't it?
For the last few playoff spots, I think that's a good idea, actually. It might keep more teams in the hunt down the stretch. And I think the onus also, if the fans put enough pressure on their teams to try to develop what they have and not always put it on the future, I think that's going to help. But I think you're going to always have a little bit of that moving forward.
That's tipped. Here's Nwaba, defended by Hayward. Dinwiddie against Bridges.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And it's in there. 34 points for Fresh.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Ball against Dinwiddie. Passes it to Ingles, and Fresh picks up the foul. That's his fifth foul.
And that's going to be his fifth, guys. One more, and he's done.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Poole's checked in, and it's Harrison in for Dinwiddie. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Brooklyn ball. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Clock at 6. Here's Harrison. Softly drops in the floater.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
Now here's Fresh. Guarded closely. And he comes up with the deuce. Fresh has got 36.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And it's Harrison with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Harrison. He's covered by Ball. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
For Charlotte, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Harrison passes to Poole. The shot, no good. And it's the Hornets taking it the other way. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. On the wing, Ingles. Defended by Hayward. And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That'll be his second foul of the game. You know, Doris, I've heard some experts say, you look at the 6-foul limit, the NBA is basically the only sports league that takes stars off the floor. Doris, what would you think if they just tacked on an extra free throw instead?
Kevin, I absolutely hate the idea. The best defensive teams at any level of basketball guard at a high level without fouling. There's the drama aspect of a player being in foul trouble, either at the start of the game or down the stretch. It has an impact on strategy. It's something that I'm a traditionalist on. I think the 6-foul rule should remain in the game.
More with it, now guarded by Ball. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. First free throw is good. In the dunk contest, we saw Michael Jordan take on Dominique Wilkins. These days, not as many star players are participating in these skills competitions, like Greg, the slam dunk.
I think it's a great point you raised, Kevin, and I think in part because back in that era, the reality is guys didn't make the kind of dollars they make today. And there was more risk, I guess, in the mindset of guys today, and they didn't want to take that challenge on. So I wish we would see more of our stars in the slam dunk contest, but I don't think that's going to be the case, unfortunately, as much as we'd all like to see it.
Stolen by Ball. There's the lob to the hoop. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. Nets shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Here's Harrison. He's covered by Ball.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
The Hornets have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. Here's Harrison. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. Greg, we're seeing the game evolve. We're seeing more and more big men displaying perimeter skills. Do you like that, or is there a part of you that misses those days when it all played out inside the lane in a very
That is not possible. What we just is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but possible, like you said. Here's more. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Harrison passes to Poole. Fresh pulls it in.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Out to Hayward. Pass to Fresh. Tries again. Good as the jump shot falls. Fresh has got 46 points.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Hornets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so checking out the record for these guys tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Fresh.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
And another one falls.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Harrison passes to Chavez. Dishes to Moore. And the shot goes in.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Pass to Fresh. Can he keep it going? Misses off the left iron. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.